Hi, I'm Sam Clear, and I'd like to give you something to think about. While I was walking around the world praying for the unity of the church, after around 8,000 to 9,000 kilometres, I arrived in Wyoming in the United States of America. And I walked into a very small outpost named Medicine Bow. It is in the middle of nowhere and it was freezing cold, minus 22 degrees Celsius in the middle of the day. And it was very daunting from there because from Medicine Bow to the next town, a small city called Casper, my map said it was 148 kilometres or 89 miles. I asked the locals, what are my options? Because that was 3 days worth of very solid walking to get out the other end. But all the locals are shaking their heads and saying, there ain't nothing out there. It's just wilderness. They're saying the next shop, the next service station is in Casper, 89 miles away. Those 3 days worth of walking would mean that my water supply is going to freeze solid by lunchtime on the first day. 2.5 days without water. My backpack was small. That's a day and a half's worth of food, leaving me with a day and a half without anything to eat. After talking to the locals and them all saying there's nothing out there, they were all encouraging me to protect the mission and take the bus. I agreed with them, and so I sat in the corner of the pub with my dinner, contemplating taking the bus the next day. And out of the blue, it felt as though God just said, trust me. And I've been through so much to get to that point that I figured I wasn't going to dismiss this. Okay, God, I'll do it, but if I die out there, it's your fault. So I got up very early the next morning and headed out for the 148 kilometres across Shirley Basin. It cost me pneumonia. It cost me severe dehydration. My saliva glands shut down. I ran out of food halfway through that three-day stretch. And yet, every time something bad happened, a random Christian cowboy rocked up in the middle of Shirley Basin and was carrying exactly what I needed. And when I walked out of Shirley Basin, I arrived at Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Church, and I met the wonderful Father Robert Fox. Father Fox organised a press conference. Father Fox was Wyoming's delegate for the unity of Christians. And the invitation to pray for unity took off through the media, across Wyoming, Montana, through Canada. It then took off through Europe as a result, and it even went to countries I did not pass through. The invitation to pray for unity went so much further than I could have carried it. But I look back on it now and I realise I very nearly missed the most important moment of the journey. Because I nearly did what faith-filled people were telling me was the responsible option and not what I felt God was asking me to do. It hurts to trust God, but what a wonderful journey it is to trust Him and to follow. Just something to think about.